relative, especially in North Korea. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious lies North Korea has told the world. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at absurd pieces of fiction that official or authoritative North Korean sources have claimed as true. Number 10. Kim Jong-il was the greatest at everything.
Why is everyone so f***ing stupid?
Kim Jong-il, North Korea's leader from 1994 until his death in 2011, was amazing at, well, everything.
Look how much they love my show. The entire audience is so captivated.
According to official biographies, he could walk at just 3 weeks old and talk at 8. And that's not all. As a college student, he wrote 1,500 books in 3 years and composed 6 operas that are apparently, quote, better than any in the history of music.
Better? What do you think?
But his most incredible achievement might be scoring 38 under par on his first ever round of golf, including 11 holes in one. So is it any surprise that the first time he bowled, he scored a perfect 300? Incredible. Number 9. Kim Jong-un was a child genius. Like father, like son. When Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il's successor, took over leadership, he needed some legends of his own. In 2015, a manual called Kim Jong-un's Revolutionary Activities was issued to teachers, directing them to instruct students that their new supreme leader could drive a car at just 3 years old. But the account does raise some questions. Was he actually driving, or just in the car when Jong-il forgot to put on the handbrake? Was it a motor car, a pedal car? Kim Jong-un has also braved the high seas, where he won at least one yacht race against a foreign executive when he was 9 years old. Number 8. Kim Jong-il had a strange superpower. Has your stomach ever hurt from holding in gas?
Finally.
When Kim Jong-il went out on dates, he never had that problem. In fact, according to his official biography, he never pooped or peed.
He works so hard, he burns the energy from inside.
You tell me my man doesn't have to take a poo.
His dazzling physique was so efficient, he expelled neither number 1, number 2, nor any fraction in between. Jong-il's incredible mind control extended from his bowels to the weather as well, which reputedly changed with his moods. Perhaps that's not surprising, considering the man was born on a volcanic mountain in North Korea, beneath a blazing star and a double rainbow.
What does this mean?
So much for records stating he was born in a small fishing village in the Soviet Union. Boring. Number 7. North Korea has a wonder drug that makes people taller. For a guy that was 5'3", Kim Jong-il really hated short people. Maybe that explains his pompadour hair and platform shoes. Anyway, according to a former tutor, in preparation for the World Festival of Youth and Students in 1989, Kim Jong-il removed disabled residents from the capital and commissioned pamphlets advertising a cure for shortness. But, surprise, it was a trap. Respondents were exiled to uninhabited islands. Several defectors allege that the government has established a remote dwarf village for people less than 4 feet tall. Residents are forced to undergo sterilization so they do not pollute the, quote, purity of the race. Number 6. Parliamentary elections are democratic. After World War II, the Allies divided Korea into 2 zones, the Soviet-occupied North and US-occupied South. In 1948, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was born, under dictator Kim Il-sung. But just how democratic is North Korea? Well, according to the always reliable Korean Central News Agency, democracy in the one-party state is thriving.
Bullshit!
The 2014 parliamentary elections boasted a 99.97% turnout, with 100% of voters approving the candidates chosen for their districts. Of course, there was only one name on each ballot. In North Korean elections, voters can reject candidates by crossing their name off with a red pen, or by dropping their ballots into a different box, all under the watchful eye of government officials. Shockingly, not one person did. Now that's democracy. Number 5. North Korea has a cure for AIDS. How do they do it? Another scientific breakthrough from North Korea, with the Korean Central News Agency recently reporting that state scientists have developed a cure for AIDS. Also MERS, a viral respiratory disease, and bird flu, and Ebola, and tuberculosis, and cancer.
They got a cure for cancer. See, it's all big business.
Oh yeah, and quote, harm from computers. In short, except for shortness, if you've got it, North Korea can fix it. Because, as manufacturer and distributor Pugong Pharmaceutical Company puts it, quote, everyone has the right to be healthy. Called Kumdong-2, the drug's ingredients include ginseng grown from fertilizer mixed with rare earth elements, and, quote, micro quantities of gold and platinum. Because, of course it does.
I love gold!
Number 4. Kim Jong-il is the inventor of hamburgers.
Where was the hamburger invented at?
What would you do if you controlled everything that people knew? If you could make people believe anything you wanted?
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Tell them you invented hamburgers, obviously. In the late 90s, North Korea suffered a brutal famine, causing widespread malnutrition that continues today. According to state-run newspaper Minju Joseon, in 2000, Kim Jong-il created a sandwich to provide quality food for university students. He called it double bread with meat, otherwise known as a hamburger.
Hamburgers, the cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
This also raises a number of unanswered questions. Did he also invent fries? Did he also invent the deep-fried apple pie? Why not claim to have also invented chocolate or Oreos?
Imagine the possibilities.
Number 3. Kim Jong-il's fashion sense made him a global icon. Remember 2010, the year that Kim Jong-il's trademark khaki tunic with matching pants took the fashion world by storm? From the catwalks of Paris to the streets of New York, the Kim Jong-il look made being fashionable a breeze. At least according to a North Korean state-controlled website, which claimed that the Supreme Leader's iconic look had become a popular fashion trend across the globe, thanks to the great general's aura of greatness. So this might not have been entirely true, and a quick look in any direction would seem to thoroughly debunk it. Number 2. North Korea discovered a unicorn lair. In 2012, Korean media reported that archaeologists had reconfirmed the existence of a unicorn lair where King Dongmyeong, founder of the ancient Goguryeo kingdom, rode a unicorn. How'd they know it was a unicorn lair? Was there rainbow hair? A stool sample consisting of Skittles?
That is E to the Z ooh tweedle disgusting.
Nope, the words were carved into the stone. To be fair, the word unicorn was actually a translation of the Korean word kirin, a different mythical horned creature. Some commentators argued the report was meant only to reconfirm the location of a historical site, better translated as Kirin's Grotto. Intended or not, the news outlet's wording seemed to implicate the existence of such a creature. But would it be so bad if North Korea were right about this one?
And that the mommy and daddy will be nice. And have a pet unicorn. Amen.
Number 1.
They hate us because they ain't us.
The world envies North Korean prosperity. At the General Mass Games, spectators are treated to a breathtaking spectacle of artistic and athletic performance that reinforces the state's claim that North Korea is a happy, prosperous, and enviable nation. In fact, outside the capital, poverty is extensive and malnutrition is widespread. Regardless, state propaganda also insists that deceased leader Kim Jong-il was revered around the world. After all, everyone loves the guy who invented hamburgers. What can you have against a man who didn't poop? In reality, Kim Jong-il lived the life of the rich and famous, while hundreds of thousands of his people died of famine. And North Korea was accused of having one of the worst human rights records in the world.